Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Homestead on a beautiful Thursday morning in June, at the very end of June 2023. This morning I was out here in the main garden and I had a couple of tasks I wanted to do. And I don't know about you, but I always get distracted, kind of like a squirrel moment. So what I ended up doing was, you can look over here, try to move the camera slowly. I wanted to thin those carrots over there. And when I got over there, I saw that they were ready. There were so many of them ready, and it was just so crowded in there. And there were some weeds and some bugs that weren't good and what have you. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to harvest what carrots are ready. And then I'm going to dehydrate them and freeze them and eat them fresh. So that's what I did to that bed. I just attacked it. I found enough new potatoes to barely make a meal for my husband, my daughter, and I. But that is going to be so good with the carrots. And what else did I find? I'll have to show you over here in just a minute. But back to this bed, my original intent was to take care of some of these leaves that have this terrible rust on it this year. Now I'm thinking it's more microbial or whatever you want to call it instead of pest. We've got a lot of cabbage white moth, as you know, and different things like that. But for the leaves here, I'm not sure what's going on. Well, I mixed up a solution of, let's spray them again. The sun's coming out, and you're not supposed to spray them right when the heat is going to be upon everything. But I could lose these if I don't get really aggressive with them. So I made a solution of hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and Dawn in water. So we'll see if that helps at all. That's another thing I wanted to do, is go through and cut a lot of the leaves and make sure that there was enough airflow. I have a zucchini right here, but it's not a very smart place for it. I just wanted one closer in this garden that I could go to and pick zucchini from, rather than having to go clear out to the pasture garden every time. So is that backfiring? Maybe. But we will see. I cut off a few of the leaves and I'm going to stake it up better. So I've got to go through here more, and I have a surprise off of these poor rusty-leaved cucumbers. But I wanted to finish kind of going over this bed first. I cut down this dill and it will come back again. It's kind of a cut and come again thing. There's some little carrots that I have planted that I really need to thin. Again, there's some zucchini down there. I have pulled out a lot of weeds. My poor little pathetic habanada plants. I'm not good at growing peppers. Let's just face it. That's not been my focus. But I really have great hopes for them, because they're supposed to be extremely flavorful with no heat at all. So that's what the habanada means. I also have, if you can see here, a bunch of this darkening on my basil leaves. Again, let's go back to the problem of overhead watering. I have one soaker hose that I'm going to try to get out today and experiment with this bed especially, and see if it can help control some of these blackened leaves and the rusty spots and different things. It's very distressing because I don't usually have this kind of problem. So the year has been very different. It seems to be very plentiful. A lot of things are growing incredibly well. But there's also, because of so much moisture and different things, there's also a lot of I don't know what you want to call them. I'm not calling them the right name. Bacteria and what have you. So take a look at this. I have never grown so many carrots at one time in my life. And big, nice ones. To me, they're big and nice. I mean, some of you probably have real whoppers, but for me, this is great. I've got some more here that are younger that I'm still working on thinning them, and I thought I would see what they did if I cut their tops off, because it was so dense and thick in here that their tops had to grow really tall in order to get any sunlight at all. So I've cut some down here. I've left a ground cherry here and 2 there. They're very prolific. Only a couple people in our family like them. I thought I would love them, but I'm not crazy about them. But I still grow them, and they're so persistent. They're volunteers everywhere. And I wanted to get this to where the pole beans were just behaving themselves over here, and anybody that was out of line I took out. So then I'm going to plant some bush beans in here and some more carrots, because that's what I've had great luck with are the carrots. And here we had put some more tomatoes in. My daughter had done that, which I'm grateful for. The sunflowers that volunteered are gorgeous. Here's the beans growing up here. Now I'm going to have to attack this bed because it's just totally wild. It was the volunteer beans, pole beans from last year. There is actually 2 broccoli plants in there. There are 2 broccoli plants in there. But man, because of the craziness of the beans, I don't even know if they'll grow, so I'm going to clear it out around them. I just wanted to be able to, I hate it when I get my shadow in the shot. It really distresses me. Look at these tomatoes. They've gone crazy again, and I need to trim their leaves and tie them up more. We're starting to get blooms, some fruit setting, but I just wanted to show this. It doesn't look very impressive right now, but look, I have 5 cucumbers, my first cucumbers. A really large, I don't know what that is, but it looks like a radish to me. I think it's a radish gone wild. Rhubarb, onions, some basil, some lemon balm, some lettuce. So oh, there's some dill. I'd better get all these guys in the shade, in the house, in the cool water, and take care of them right now. But I just wanted to show you this incredible, unexpected carrot haul, which has made my heart very happy. And it makes you feel like, yeah, it is worth it. All that hard work and sweating is worth it. I love being out here just because I love being outside. I'm an outside girl. I wanted to show you that bed over there. I did get it, most of it edged. I have to do the outside edge, and I put some straw on it. Now I know it's not very pretty, but we've got to work on these beds, building up the soil and having rich organic matter worked into it. And since I didn't have any bark mulch right now, I decided just to use some straw and see if it would keep some of the moisture in, because it's always dry and just not happy looking. So I think things are looking pretty good. There's always so much weed eating, mowing. I did get this mowed last night, and it does look better. Out there in the pasture garden, I did get straw on the melons, pumpkins, squashes, and that definitely looks better. So it is a constant work. I have to take each day as it comes, try to enjoy it, and say, you're outside. You just enjoy this. It's summer like you want it to be. The hummingbirds are buzzing around, and I am getting crops already. I guess I think until my tomatoes come, that is not real garden stuff, real crops, but that's kind of silly, but that's okay. They're my fave. So I'm going to pick some more basil over there and take some of these things in. I guess I get to top these, wash them, dice them. I'm so blessed that I have so many, and I'm going to blanch them and freeze them, or blanch them and dehydrate them, and we'll eat some fresh. So that was an unscheduled, wonderful bonus of the day. I even got a few new potatoes that we will eat up and enjoy immensely. And I wanted to share that with you. My triumphs and my failures and my struggles, and just say never give up. Always keep growing. No matter what you get out of your garden, out of your pot, out of your container, it doesn't matter. I hope you have a lovely day, and remember to grow joyfully. We'll see you next time. Here's what I ended up with for my carrot harvest today. Here's my biggest carrot. I've never grown a carrot so big. I'm very proud of it. Here is the pile of carrot tops that I just now cut off. And I just wanted to share that with you. Tell you how excited I am. These are the only ones of the rainbow carrot mix that have grown. There are a few more here that I'm hoping will mature and become bigger, lovelier ones. I seem to have trouble growing the rainbow mix for whatever reason. These carrots here are Danvers Half-Long and Scarlet Nantes, or Nantes, whichever way you want to say it. Anyway, so I'm very excited. I'm going to go in and I'm going to... there's a white cabbage moth dive bombing me. How dare it. I'm going to wash them up, slice them. I'm going to blanch them, and then I can either freeze them or put them in the dehydrator. So that moth is mocking me. How dare it. Anyway, I wanted to catch you up on that and let you know what I did, and have a great afternoon. So thanks for letting me come back at you. Have a good day. Don't forget to grow joyfully.